Welcome back to Lovin Dubai show. Now, with over 13 million devoted followers across all of his socials, our guest today is one of the region's biggest social media stars, best known for his insane travel stories, challenges, and very soon as the co-host of the Nickelodeon Kids' Choice Awards 2023 taking place in Abu Dhabi on 16th September. Welcome to the show, Osama Marwah.
Thank you. It's very exciting. I always see you guys on Instagram and everywhere, and now I'm here. That's very exciting.
You want to talk about excitement? Go outside. The amount of people who are obsessed.
Oh, come on, man. That's a good introduction.
Our PCR room has never been this full.
Really?
We have
That's so
Raneem,
cool.
we
Hi,
have
everyone.
who else?
Hey,
Natasha.
Hi, everyone.
Okay,
Amazing.
so tell us this morning, how are you? How are you really?
Oh, really?
Yes.
8:30 in the morning and ask me how am I really?
In life.
Life is good. Life is really good. I mean, a lot of cool things happening. Also, the Nickelodeon, of course, co-hosting that's going to be insane with many big names, many cool things happening. A very good main host, Jessie J, is going to be there. She's gonna perform as well. It's gonna be unbelievable, honestly. So I think very good.
Touch wood, can you give us a couple of other big names that we can expect at this award show?
Okay, listen. There's a couple names that are not yet confirmed, but they are big, and so I don't want to say, and then I get some signs from behind. Don't say that. But there's gonna be a couple.
No, we can cut that out later.
No, you can't.
Okay.
This
No, we
one's
can't.
live.
We're live.
This one's live.
She's falling again.
Yeah, no,
Okay,
but there's gonna
so-
be very cool, some very cool names.
No, but it's insane, because like it's something we grew up watching.
Exactly.
All the
That's what I
slime, all those like small moments. Like when you think Nickelodeon, you think slime and like the people you look up to on stage.
Exactly.
But how does it feel like you started off content creating, right?
Yeah.
Tell us about that and like just how far you've come. How does that all feel?
Man, it's unbelievable. It actually went from me being afraid to be on camera. I was actually supporting my brother, being always behind the camera, helping write, helping film, helping produce and edit, to now being in front of the camera, to now being in front of people live on a stage with such a big event. Like you said, we grew up watching Nickelodeon, and now I'm co-host. It's unbelievable. It's honestly, and now when you mention it as well, coming from you, it's even like, man, it's crazy.
Are you
Honestly, it's
nervous?
crazy.
Are you like, what are the emotions?
You're
going up
making me
inside
nervous
you?
when you ask me
It's
about it.
fine,
I
you
was
got
fine
it.
walking in this morning, but now I'm getting nervous.
Well, think about it. You're live now.
Yeah.
No script prepared.
Yeah.
But at least that has like a ton of preparation to it.
Yeah. No, it's gonna be insane. There's a lot of prep going on behind the scenes. There's a lot of some coaching, some styling, some okay, you have to be here, you have to be here, then you move from here, then you introduce this person, then you
That helps.
So yeah, that helps a lot, but it's also like when you get into that meeting, like, oh, okay, this is so serious, When you first hear the news, it's like, oh, that's so cool, I'm gonna be co-hosting, but then when you actually like get into that meeting and then there's like 8 people just looking at you, waiting to hear what you're gonna say and to judge in a way like, oh, nope, you're not gonna do that, you're gonna do this way, then you're like, oh, okay, this is so serious, we have to be very like careful with it. So
Okay, so you're a content creator, right?
Yes.
Everything is behind the camera, like face to camera stuff. It's not like a large crowd that you've mostly ever faced. But this one, it's going to be like crowds on crowds on crowds and people and people and people, eyes watching you. You are expecting laughs at a certain time, expecting people to cry at a certain time with your wording and your cues and all of that. So are you nervous? Do you have a stage fright, or are you good with public speaking?
I mean, the way you're wording it, it's
like
I'm
that.
getting more scared by the minute. But no, I think we've been doing YouTube now for around 4 or 5 years, and I think with all the things that we've been through, events, interviews, some stage appearances here and there, this is definitely the biggest thing that I'll be doing in front of so many people. So it is a little bit different. But I feel that's what's also cool about it, just being able to do something new, knowing that okay, we have what it takes, but is what it takes gonna be available on the day of, you know what I mean? When you see all the lights and all the cameras and all the people, and like you said, maybe you say a joke and no one's laughing, and then maybe they're laughing at you, not with you. So
yeah. Wow.
Yeah, it's gonna be cool.
Nerve-wracking.
Yeah, it's gonna. You better be there. You guys better be there. You're laughing. Yes, that's all we need. If I do this, please laugh.
No, you're gonna kill it. Honestly, as long as your scooter's there, we've got it covered. You know.
Yeah, of course.
So, you're saying your brother initially got into content creation, right?
Yeah.
And you're behind the scenes. What made you think like, okay, I can do this too. I've got it.
Yeah.
Like, what was the first video you created?
So actually, before I was helping my brother, I was posting videos, like gaming videos on YouTube actually, but with no face, like just not even audio. Like I was just playing and I put music on top because I was just so shy and like, worried what are people gonna think. But then one day I actually went from being behind the camera to in front of the camera in one of the videos. And then there was maybe 3,000 positive comments. Like, oh, like nice energy, nice vibes, whatever, blah, blah. Like, oh, okay.
Fine then.
I read every comment. It was like, it was so nice. Yeah, I read every comment. I think most of them were like, you should do something, you should do whatever. And then slowly, like I started to get on the camera more and more and more. And then we're here.
And look at us now.
And look at us now.
Cool. See the Kids' Choice Awards. Okay, so you lived all over basically, right? Yeah. You're here parts of the time. You're in California for a lot of the time. You're in Canada for a lot. Yeah. Being away from home, what do you think still resonates with everyone in the GCC? Because no matter where you go, if you go to Oman, they know you. Yeah. Saudi, they know you. Here, they know you. What do you think it is about you that resonates the most?
Man, I mean, you're asking. Oh my goodness! You want me to compliment myself?
I mean, this is where we cry.
You want me to talk about myself?
You read those comments, got the validation. That's how you got into content creating. So.
Yeah, I mean, when you're shy or afraid of something, then so many people tell you, "Oh no, it's fine, you can do it." Then that's why like it becomes so meaningful. Yeah. So as far as the nice thing is, there's so many viewers everywhere, like you said. So if we go to Canada, we meet some of the people that watch the videos. If we go to Saudi Arabia, even we were actually in Norway a month or two ago, and it was like there were so many people. It's very cool to see that these videos, while they may appear as numbers when we post, when you see those numbers in real life and you interact and they tell you, oh, that video was so cool and I loved when you did this thing, and because you did this thing, now I'm gonna try to do this, and this is when you really you're like, oh, this is good, this is very meaningful, and then this is what pushes you and motivates you to keep going. So honestly, it's amazing. And being in Dubai, like you said, I went to LA, went to Canada, but Dubai for content creation is just unbelievable. I mean, Lovin Dubai, really. So I mean, it's amazing. All the facilities here are insane. The location, it's so cool. It's so cool. So this is the right place to do all of this.
You're right, but as cool as it may be, it's also super pressurizing, right? Like for clients that you have to create videos for, and like every single day you have to put out new, fresh content. How do you stay inspired when you have a creative block?
Yeah, so this is when you need a good team, because no one is good on their own. As you can see, there's so many cool people, and
shout out Natasha.
Exactly. I mean, shout out everyone as well, including Natasha. So this is how it works. If you're slow, they pick up. If you're doing really good, then they can slow down a little bit, and then we just push each other. And as long as they believe in the story and they believe in what we're doing, and each person is getting their piece of like, oh, like I was part of this project, then everything's fine, and then the energy is just, we're just, like working off of each other's energies. So it's excellent.
Who's more famous right now, you or your brother?
I mean, my brother moved to the US, so they switched. So they used to do Arabic YouTube, but now they do English YouTube. But he's very famous. He's extremely famous.
So there's no like jealousy or like
oh no, he's my brother.
Healthy competition.
No, he's my brother.
Because siblings have that, like me and my sister.
Yeah.
Oh my god, all the time.
Courtney and Kim?
I mean,
all the time.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of their brand, like to have. But no, for us, it works. Like whatever he learns over there, whatever I learn over here, we get together, we talk about it. He helps me where I need it, and I help him where he needs it. And then, no, it's unbelievable. There's like, it's good. It's good.
But what's really insane is that each one of your videos, over a million, and on average, it's like 4.7 million. That's the average. Like what does it take to get there?
It's a lot, man. Like sometimes people overcomplicate things. all you need is you need to understand your audience. You need to know who's watching. Like you can't be making, for example, basketball videos for someone who likes to travel. So you just need to understand who your audience is. You need to know that, for example, if you do a video about horse riding, you're not going to be reaching a bigger audience, right? Yeah, exactly. Or even the bigger audience, because there's some things that just relate with everyone, and there's other things where like, okay, it gets smaller and smaller and smaller. So you just need to know your audience. You need to broaden as much as possible. Just do something that is, like I said, without overcomplicating it, just something that's actually fun to watch. It's not like when you look at the video, you know exactly why people are watching. You know this is a high moment, this is a good moment, this is an emotional moment. And it's just like, it's a good view. Like, okay, that's a good video, it's a good concept. But sometimes people overcomplicate, like, oh, what am I gonna do? Do I need to vlog every day? What if people don't like my personality? Whatever. You just need to take it like as simple as it is, just break it down and be like, is this a good video or not? And then you just show it to, for example, to your mom, to your brother, to your sister, to your younger brother, younger sister. And then this way you get an idea of who's really enjoying the stuff and just work from there, really.
True. That's actually a good way of looking at it, like getting internal feedback and all. But I want to ask you, have you had a really crazy fan interaction with like fans all over the world? Have you had something like that's really stuck with you? Wild?
Or creeped you out? Or
I mean, there's a lot of people coming to my apartment. So
no way.
In Dubai?
Yeah, in Dubai. Yeah,
Tell
because
us.
I think with Dubai, with the towers, you can really just like you can tell where someone lives with the towers. You can this tower is here, then this tower. That means they're living in this area. So then sometimes there's like people waiting downstairs, or then the security is telling me, oh, I'm telling them you're not here, don't worry. Like, so it's you know, like that's a little bit interesting. But whenever it's like at the mall or outside, or it's so cool to meet everyone. And it's like, so also the audience will depend on the content you're doing. So if you're doing weird, not good content, you're gonna have the weird, not good audience. But when you're doing decent content, the audience is going to be good. The audience will be normal, let's say. So you won't have crazy, like there's always that little percentage, but this percentage will grow if you're doing just like
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, so people just show up at your house and have they come up to your apartment ever? Or they have?
Yeah, because I have cameras around the doors and around the door, and I can sometimes see on my phone like, oh, there's
But do they leave gifts for you, flowers, or do they just come there to like meet?
They do. A lot of the time they do.
Okay.
And a lot of the time, like I think half of my apartment is actually like gifts from the audience.
Nice.
Yeah, and I just hang whatever I can, or because most of the time it's like drawings or designs or like hand knitted stuff. So
even hang the bad ones.
I mean, maybe in like a less important area of the apartment, but it goes somewhere.
They get their space.
That's the best part, right? Like this kind of appreciation and love that you get from your followers.
Of course. This is the motivation. If you're not doing something right, that's a nice thing as well. They'll tell you. If you read the comments and you're getting a lot of bad comments, okay, I have to change something. But when you're getting this good energy, it just motivates you to keep going.
You seem like a generally very optimistic guy in general. Like not a lot gets to you.
You want to ruin that, don't you?
No, of course. Why would I?
Why would you?
But when it comes to like the mean or hateful comments, does that faze you in any way?
You know what? There's two types of mean comments. There's the criticism where it's like they actually want you to like, listen, maybe this was a bad idea, maybe you can do this. This is fine. This is if a creator is not looking through that, then there's something wrong. But then there's the people who whatever you do, there's no way you're going to be pleasing them. This group of people you cannot even react to, because the more you react to them, the more they're going to want to do this, they're going to want to push your buttons more. So this group of people you just don't need to address, but let's say the helpful criticism, the positive, like, oh, maybe you should do this, maybe the audio should be a little bit louder. This is fine, and everyone should read that.
You appreciate it, you take it on board.
100%. And any creator that doesn't do that will face issues down the line if they just like, oh no, it's not happening, it's not happening, it's not happening. They're gonna go through something at some point.
My God.
Yeah.
Before you got into content creation, you were into law.
Yes, I'm actually a lawyer by practice.
You are a lawyer by practice. So do you miss just not doing it full time, or?
No, I mean, not really. Like, it was cool, and I used a lot of it in YouTube. So the way we were taught in law school in Canada to talk to the judge is the same way I try to talk to the audience, because the audience, they have like, okay, moments where they're focused, and then they have moments where they're gonna slow down. So that's when when you have like a good moment, you want it to be like, you know, like right at the top, you want like right at the front, and then you end with like a very high moment as well, so people like, subscribe, and so on. So that's the same way with law. You hide your bad parts of the video in the middle, and then you start with your best evidence, and then at the end you also remind them of something very good. So when the judge goes home, you know, like, oh, he was right, maybe they should win the case. It's the same thing with YouTube. Like, I use the same mentality where we start strong, we end strong with an emotional sense, and then in the middle you hide all the like the less enjoyable moments.
Wow, look at that.
Yeah.
Look at how it just, you know, connected for you.
Exactly. So it's amazing. Yes.
This is not the butterfly effect.
It's the domino effect. I don't know.
See, I told you.
I know,
whatever.
This is just connecting the dots.
Okay.
Like how things
it's tic-tac-toe. It's excellent.
What is butterfly effect about this?
I'm not sure. But do you see yourself going back, like, just like in the field of law in general, at any point, or like, we're over it, we did it, it was fun?
I mean, so what I tell people is, if you ever see me practicing law, something very wrong happened.
Okay.
But it's, you know, like, if I have to do law, then something wrong must have happened with social media. But the way we try to plan things is that hopefully once I'm no longer doing YouTube, then I wouldn't need to go back to law. So that I'd have something to do, maybe producing videos, maybe going back behind the camera. But like, I'm hopefully, fingers crossed, I'll be doing videos. Sorry, yeah, that day, and I'll be doing videos forever.
Oh, exciting! Now, Nickelodeon Kids' Choice Awards coming up. Okay, but before we wrap up the interview, we want to do a quick round of rapid fire questions with you.
Of course, go for it.
Travel edition.
Travel edition.
Because you know who better?
I mean, there's a lot of people better.
I wouldn't think so.
Okay.
Okay, so first up, favorite airline.
Ooh.
And why?
Emirates. You can go everywhere. You can go everywhere. That's why.
But you can't go wrong with them.
You can't go wrong. You can go everywhere, and they literally fly everywhere. And that's a big reason why creators just choose Dubai, because they can go wherever they want so quickly.
100%. Okay, next question. Best meal for long-haul flights?
Right?
McDonald's McChicken.
Okay,
that's the worst. That's the worst meal, but somehow I just like to have it right.
It's easy on the stomach, tasty. You can microwave it on the airplane.
Yeah, I mean, 2 truths, 1 lie. So
it works. It works.
Yeah, she doesn't like it, but
You know, my face literally like.
She's a vegetarian, but she doesn't get it.
Oh,
No,
Impossible McChicken.
I do get it. Impossible.
The Impossible McChicken.
Somehow impossible is just not it anymore. Okay, backpacks or suitcases?
Oh, no, the cool suitcases, the ones that follow you around.
With a charging port?
Yeah.
It's got speakers in it?
Yes, and like a little place to put your phone and then your cup.
Yes.
What?
You don't know this?
I've never heard or seen of such.
Well,
I'll show you.
You learned more than one thing today.
Suitcases with like charging.
They
They just follow you. They just follow you.
They just follow you.
Yeah.
How do you wear a tracker watch or something?
I think it's on your phone. It's based on your phone and it just follows you. And then another one, you can just like actually ride it around the airport.
Like you
Just
sit on it
and then ride
yeah.
around it.
Oh my God! What is that?
So you don't take your scooter with you?
I mean,
Like that goes in cargo?
Yeah.
We have that instead.
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, you can do that.
Okay, you're on a long flight. What show are you pre-downloading on Netflix?
Whatever is trending at the time.
Okay.
Like, there's nothing specific. And honestly, with Emirates, you really don't need to download anything.
That's such a valid point.
Yeah, it's such a good.
Are you more of a book reader or like a movie watcher or a sleeper or eater or look out the flight? I look out the window and take pictures.
You know what? Like, you're asking me, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought you were telling me you do that. No, so I don't read books. I don't like to read books. But I enjoy the flight. I just, even if there's Wi-Fi, I just leave the phone and then I just like enjoy it. I love flights.
Yeah.
You know, the whole like the vibe, the atmosphere. It's just. I love it. I love it. I want to travel up.
You don't expect a lawyer to say he hates reading books, but yes, of course you do it. Of course.
Now that I'm done university, I can say that. So
Right?
yeah.
Okay, so best packing hack, especially we're going to Egypt in day after tomorrow.
Stop making it about us. Best packing hack, yes.
Because you guys are going to Egypt after tomorrow.
This is cynical.
I like to have like smaller bags inside of the big bag. You know, like
To make everything compact.
Exactly. So you have a smaller bag where you put all like your socks, whatever, and then smaller bag you put all your toiletries and then when you open it, not everything's like going everywhere. So
That's actually genius.
Yeah.
I never thought of that. Okay,
You just throw everything in.
yeah.
Okay.
day flights or night flights?
Night.
I get that.
Yeah, night. Although there are some planes now that they can just make the whole mood night. I don't know if you've tried one of those. Like it'll be morning with one button, everything just becomes night.
Really?
Like this was Turkish actually.
Oh.
They make the windows go like fully like dark.
Yeah, that's
But at
cool.
7 a.m. in the morning.
But I prefer night flights only because the next day at least I have the whole day to myself.
Unless you're going for like a 10-hour flight, then
Unless you're going
That's
Canada.
yeah,
that's a whole different
that's
thing.
14 hours. Yeah,
I mean, that's why you shouldn't travel so far, you know, like stay within your boundaries and
that's a
limits.
perfect world
Yeah.
that we don't live in. Yeah.
Okay, very last one.
Okay, comfiest shoes to fly in.
No shoes.
Oh my god, yes.
Casey would love you. If Casey was here today,
Yeah.
she would
She
love
wears
you.
travel
No
socks. She
shoes.
has etiquettes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she
Yeah, the funny thing is, like, the flight attendants won't let you take your shoes off until you're in the air in case of an emergency. So you're not, like, putting the shoes on or people are tripping over your shoes. So they don't let you take your shoes off until, like, okay, they're in cruising, yeah.
That makes so much
But no shoes.
No shoes.
No shoes.
Oh my god,
Honestly-
she's just walking around barefoot, having all the dirt stuck on your foot.
Yes.
Maybe like a
Eating the
glass
McChicken,
outside.
eating the McChicken right
Eating
before.
chicken.
the
That's
Impossible
the
McChicken.
vibe. And like sometimes the pieces of food get stuck on your foot. and
That's
it's
so nice. Wow, she's been
The vibe-
traumatized.
the
She's
vibe
been
you're
traumatized.
No. So like you can eat the leftover food from
Ooh,
your
save
food,
some
you
for
know?
later.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Save money.
Exactly. So you don't have to like sneak in food. Anyway, no one sneaks in food.
So
in the
many people
flight.
clicked out right now. So many people clicked out.
I'm crying to bed today.
Yeah.
That was a trick question. I wanted to know if you'd say Crocs. That's a good.
So it was, yeah, I mean, like,
We love
that was a
Crocs.
decent answer, right?
You
Like,
like Crocs?
sometimes.
Well, it's a trick question.
I mean,
The answer is
sometimes.
no.
He looks like a Crocs kind of ambassador.
I'm definitely not.
Ambassador. Okay.
Anyways,
Maybe like a two-time.
Would you say
user.
no to that opportunity?
Depends
On what?
on how.
and what? Okay, so Kids Choice Awards,
Kids Choice Awards.
16th September,
Abu Dhabi. Etihad
Abu Dhabi,
Arena.
front row tickets. You're gonna kill it.
Hopefully.
You're gonna sing with Jessie J. Hopefully.
She's gonna sing, I'm gonna clap and dance a little
Okay,
bit.
okay, you
Yeah.
can dance. You can
A
dance.
little bit.
Okay, beatbox.
Yeah, no.
We know she likes a beatbox, so you can do that instead of her.
She can do that. I can clap a little bit more.
Can you give us any miniature tea that you can tell about what's happening on the day?
Yes, so there's going to be a lot of games. There's going to be games that will be played with the audience. There's going to be a lot of performers. There's, I think, 4 or 5 already confirmed from the region. And there's a couple very cool ones. If they get confirmed,
Ariana
we'll let you
Grande.
guys. No,
Miley Cyrus, Taylor
I can't
Swift.
say. I can't say
Minaj.
anymore.
Justin
I started with
Bieber.
another and I realized, okay, I just can't say.
Oh.
And so if that gets confirmed, I'm sure we'll let you guys know, but it'll be very cool. There's going to be also a few, what else? A lot of slime.
Oh yeah.
There's going to be 11 awards.
Oh my god.
11 awards, and then people get to see their favorite creators that they voted for, and I'm hearing like millions of votes have gone in. So people will be like, it's gonna be like the energy would just be
Next level.
unbelievable. Yeah, so it's gonna be like an hour and a half of absolute fun and energy and slime, and so I'm supposed to get slimed at some point. I don't know when.
They
but
don't tell you?
No, they don't want to tell me.
You can't like preempt
No,
it?
They just tell me,
mentally
listen,
prepare?
slime will come out of this. I'm like, how are you getting slime to come out of like AC
Yeah,
vents? How are you doing
really?
that? Yeah.
I
So
see.
there's slime everywhere. But I hear it's edible, so
Yeah.
that's fine. But they also told me not to wear my favorite shirt because
that
slime
makes
will ruin
sense.
it.
Yeah, for the host
Yeah.
to not wear his favorite shirt makes sense.
Exactly.
Or maybe just keep the shirt with the slime for all eternity and as memorabilia.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
works.
kind of like the socks with the food.
As long as you don't rent it out, don't rent out the shirt.
Why would we?
Buy it. No, because some people rent out their
Oh, yeah. No, but it's supposed to be like funky styling, you know? Like it's not gonna be like a suit or like a tux or. It's gonna be like something funky.
Alright. That is so exciting though.
Well,
Everyone has to come. 16th of September.
okay, you used it for an announcement and not crying, but that is fine as well. Nickelodeon Kids' Choice Awards, 16th September. Thank you so much for joining us. What a pleasure. Lovely to get to know you.
Amazing.
And guys, that is it from us. We'll be back with you same time, same place tomorrow. Goodbye from me.
Goodbye from me.
Goodbye from me as well.